When your star player snaps on TV, is that a passionate leader pushed to her limits, or a liability that needs to go? Angel Reese just made WNBA history, not for a stat line, but for slapping a clipboard out of her assistant coach's hand in the final seconds of a tight game. Now she's been suspended, and the entire league is asking, is this a breakdown or the moment everything changed? Angel Reese was unstoppable on July 7th, 22 points, 15 rebounds, 4 assists. Yet none of that matters now. With the score locked at 77-77 and under 30 seconds on the clock, Reese stormed to the sidelines and slapped a clipboard clean out of Ann Crosby's hands. Live national TV. The moment was explosive. Social media lit up. Never disrespect your coaches. Embarrassing act. But others rushed to defend her. That's passion. That's heat of the moment. Sky management acted fast. Angel's been indefinitely suspended by Chicago. And fans are split. Some see a volatile leader, others a damaged locker room. That clipboard wasn't just a prop. It was the spark that exposed deeper issues. Next up, the performance that was completely overshadowed. Let me know if this tone and setup hit the mark. I'll follow right into section 2 with the fast-paced, high-retention style we outlined. Angel Reese didn't just show up. She dominated. 22 points, 15 rebounds, 4 assists. Those are all-star numbers. But here's the problem. Nobody's talking about it. Instead of headlines praising her hustle and heart, it's all about the clipboard. No ESPN highlight reel. No flowers for another double-double. Just a viral clip that erased everything else. And that says a lot. Because in today's WNBA, perception is everything. You could drop 40 points, but one outburst, one clash with a coach, and suddenly you're labeled difficult, immature, or a distraction. That's the tightrope Angel walks every single game. She's not just playing basketball, she's fighting for her image in a league still learning how to handle personalities as big as her game. And the truth is, this isn't the first time her emotion has outshined her execution. Coming up, we rewind to the moment that set this fiery saga into motion. The beef that really started it all, and it wasn't with her coach. It was with Caitlin Clark. Before clipboards flew and suspensions dropped, there was one moment that changed everything. Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. It was supposed to be just another hyped WNBA matchup. Chicago Sky versus Indiana Fever. But when Angel and Caitlin shared the court, it exploded into one of the most talked about showdowns of the season. It wasn't just physical. It was personal. Stares, words, shoves. Two of the league's brightest stars clashed like titans, and the world watched it unfold. Fans couldn't get enough. But for the Chicago Sky front office, it was the beginning of a storm. Angel's fiery energy, once celebrated, started drawing new labels. Unprofessional. Hot-headed. Too much. That game in June 2025 ended with her first suspension. Not just a slap on the wrist, but an indefinite benching for what the team called conduct detrimental to the team. Translation: get your act together or don't come back. And while Angel eventually returned, it wasn't the same. Because from that point forward, every glare, every tech, every sideline moment was under a microscope. And little did anyone know, that was just the beginning. Because the real drama was still bubbling beneath the surface. And it was about to erupt again, louder than ever. Fast forward to July 7th. Angel Reese drops 0-1 to 22 points and 15 rebounds. Putting up a dominant double-double like it's just another day at the office. But that's not what had fans talking. Because during a heated timeout, right on national TV, Angel marched to the bench, and smacked a clipboard clean out of her assistant coach's hands. Whoa, the moment spread like wildfire. Clutch Sports posted the clip. Within minutes, it was everywhere. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Millions saw it, and just as quickly, the backlash began. Disrespectful. Embarrassing. Suspend her. Fans were divided. Some said it was pure passion. Others said it was a complete meltdown. a ticking time bomb finally going off. But one thing was clear. This wasn't just a moment of frustration. It was a turning point. Because when your franchise star openly disrespects a coach on live television, and the Cassius head coach does nothing, the world starts asking, who's really in control? And that's when the focus shifted. From Angel's stats to her temper. From wins and losses to locker room chaos. And from basketball to drama. But this wasn't the first sign of tension. And it sure wouldn't be the last, because what happened next would show just how deep the cracks had gotten. The Chicago Sky season wasn't just unraveling on the scoreboard. It was breaking down behind closed doors. Angel Reese, without a doubt, was carrying the team on her back. She was putting up impressive numbers. Double-doubles night after night. But the team's record told a different story. At the time, 5 wins and 13 losses. The Chicago Sky season wasn't just unraveling on the scoreboard. It was breaking down behind closed doors. Angel Reese, without a doubt, was carrying the team on her back. She was putting up impressive numbers. Double-doubles night after night. But the team's record told a different story. At the time, 5 wins and 13 losses. Fans were split. Some praised her for the fight she brought every game. Others worried this was less leadership and more a recipe for disaster. The Chicago Sky's locker room looked cracked. Players weren't connecting, coaches were losing control, and leadership was being questioned at every turn. When your team's star player slaps a coach's clipboard on live TV, it's not just a slap. It's a message that things have spiraled far beyond a bad game. And it raised the biggest question. Is Angel Reese too big for the team? Is she running the show? Or is the team running on fumes? The answers weren't easy, but the consequences were starting to show. At the heart of the chaos was Coach Tyler Marsh. Trying to manage a team filled with big personalities is never simple. But watching that clipboard moment unfold with no immediate response raised eyebrows everywhere. No timeout called, no benching, no clear consequences in the moment. It made people ask, who's really running this team? Is Coach Marsh leading, or just trying not to upset the star player? When your top player publicly disrespects a coach on national TV, and nothing happens right away, it doesn't inspire confidence. It looks less like leadership and more like babysitting. This wasn't the first time the Sky's sideline has been chaotic this season. Emotional outbursts, locker room tension, chemistry problems. It wasn't just Angel's issue anymore. The entire culture was unraveling. Critics didn't hold back. They called Marsh's approach weak, ineffective, and questioned if his credibility was crumbling. The coach's reputation was under fire, and the Sky's struggles were shining a harsh spotlight on his leadership. But Marsh isn't the only one who needs to take a hard look. When a team's biggest star is the source of frustration and chaos, everyone feels the heat, players, coaches, and fans alike. Angel Reese is undeniably a generational talent. Her numbers don't lie, averaging double-doubles, putting up all-star stats night after night. She's the highlight reel everyone talks about, the face of the Chicago Sky. But talent alone can't carry a team through a storm, especially when the storm is brewing from within. Her fiery passion on the court is obvious. The eye rolls, the heated exchanges, the shrugging off coaches. That infamous clipboard slap was just the boiling point of tension that had been simmering for weeks. Angel's frustration isn't just about missed shots or lost games. She's been vocal about the referees, calling out bad calls, accusing the league of unfairness. That post-game press conference where she openly criticized officiating sent shockwaves through the WNBA. Fans are split. Some see her as a fighter, a player standing up for her team, refusing to back down. Others see a rebellion out of control, a leader losing grip on her own emotions and her team. The question remains, is Angel Reese leading her team to victory or pushing them further into chaos? Because when a player's behavior overshadows their performance, it's clear something deeper is wrong. And that's exactly what the Chicago Sky are facing right now. At the center of this chaos is Coach Tyler Marsh. Coaching a team full of strong personalities is never easy, but the clipboard incident raised serious questions about his control. When Angel slapped the clipboard out of an assistant coach's hands on live TV, and Marsh didn't immediately react, it made people wonder who's really in charge. No timeout, no benching, no visible consequences. It looked less like leadership and more like babysitting, trying not to upset the star player. That kind of passivity only fuels the fire and lets the tension grow. This isn't the first time things have spiraled under Marsh's watch. The Sky season has been plagued with emotional blow-ups and sideline drama. It's not just one player's problem anymore. It's a team culture issue. And as the leader, Marsh is catching heat for failing to keep it together. Critics say his approach is weak and ineffective, and that his credibility as a head coach is crumbling fast. If the Chicago Sky want to turn this around, strong leadership has to be the first step. But right now, it's anyone's guess if that's even possible. Angel Reese is undeniably a generational talent. Her stats, skills, and fiery passion prove that. But talent alone can't carry a team, especially when frustration and rebellion start to overshadow leadership and respect. The Chicago Sky are in trouble, caught in a downward spiral of missed opportunities, broken chemistry, and a locker room that's losing control. Rasper. At the heart of it all is Angel, who might be bigger than the team now, and Coach Marsh, whose ability to lead is being seriously questioned. If they can't find a way to fix this mess soon, the chaos could completely unravel the season. So, is there still hope for redemption? Can Angel channel her fire into true leadership? Or has the drama reached a point of no return? Only time will tell. But one thing's clear. The Chicago Sky's future is hanging by a thread.